All right, I want to ask a question. I'm going to give you some options for the answer, and then I'm going to tell you how I feel about it and my thoughts on what the answer to this question might be. With I don't really know. I don't really know the answer, but I can speculate. So the question is like, what kind of fans do I have? And lovers and haters and friends and everything on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everywhere online, and maybe offline. What kind of people run into me? So I wanna know, like, who are you? What kind of fan are you? Like, I wanted to present to you some of the different types of fans and lovers and haters and everything that there might be for celebrities and YouTubers and everything. Whether a person might be famous or infamous, and whatever that I might be in life, it's like you might be a little bit famous, you might be a little bit infamous at the same time, a little bit of a combination of both. So what are the different types of fans out there? I would imagine that I may have some people that look at me and they're following me because of the way that I look on the outside, my body, my face. Whether they like me or not, they're following me because of the way that I look. And then another type might be the way that I act, which is sort of like the first one. The way that I look and the way that I act, it's kind of like the same thing, but let's put that in a different category. Different category, okay? A little bit different. So some people are following me because of the way that I act. Maybe I act crazy. Maybe I act, a little bit this, a little bit that, you know, combinations of things depending on what you're looking at, depending on your first impressions of me, Oatmeal, Joey Arnold. And perhaps some people follow me because of the way that I sound, whether it's loud or soft or soothing or terrible or whatever it may be, whether they like me or not, they're following me because of the way that I sound, the way that I talk. And that's a little bit like the second one, the way that I act. So it's like you're following me because of the way that I look, the way that I act, the way that I talk, and I don't know what else would be on the list. Mm, I can probably make up stuff all day. Uh, I can be very into the nuance. You can make up combinations of things like I don't know. You can use your imagination. I think another one would be some people follow me because of what I'm talking about um, on a very deep level. Like they're interested in my thoughts, my opinions on politics and history and maybe culture and my thoughts on health and finance and all this kind of stuff, philosophy and truth and deep stuff, not just surface level stuff, but like deep stuff, like stuff that like going on a rabbit trail, going deep in, doing a deep dive like somebody like Owen Benjamin might do, and his followers follow him so that they can like talk about stuff and have like conversations about, you know, controversial issues like, ooh, is the earth flat? Is it flat? Or hollow? Or did we ever go to the moon? And I don't know if YouTube censors some of that. Do they delete videos, suspend people, terminate people, ban people for talking about some of that stuff? I don't know. I've heard rumors, and I think some people do. They do. Some people do get banned. Oh, I just got a video removed, blocked. I reviewed a new movie, Beavis and Butthead Go. Where do they go to? No, not go. They do the universe. The first movie from like 97 or 98 or 99, back in the 90s, was called Do America. Like Beavis and Butthead Do America. And now it's like Do the Universe. The entire universe. It came out this year, 2022. So in my video, I show some screenshots, and so no audio, no video, just some pictures, some photos, some images, some screenshots, and me talking. Fair use, transformative. I sent in my dispute, my counterclaim. We'll see where that goes. My previous video that got taken down was my review on the new Gina Carano movie. I mean the previous new one, not the newest one, but the one called Terror on the Prairie, made by the Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro. That's Terror on the Prairie. And it's the same thing. I showed some photos and I did a commentary, a review, and that was taken down. But then I did a counter, and then they had to go and take me to court, sue me, but they didn't. And so YouTube restored that video, and that's good. And it would be kind of scary if eventually they do take me to court. Somebody like, okay, we're gonna take you to court. Right or wrong, it's like sometimes those things can cost a lot of money. Anyways, this video is not about me talking about all of that. I just went down a rabbit trail. I went down a rant. I like to rant. Which brings me up to another topic, which is sort of like the other stuff that I already said, that maybe some people follow me to follow my rants. Whether they like me or not, whether they like me or hate me a little bit or a lot, or any combinations therein, it's like they're there for the oatmeal. I don't know where Roy Merrick falls in all of these different categories. I don't know. Sometimes I try to figure it out, whether it's like him or somebody else. Sometimes I think about it, sometimes I talk about it. So I imagine that some people are here just for the rants, and they kind of want to listen to it. And I think there's a lot of variations to these categories, to the different kinds of friends and haters and lovers and followers and fans that I may have. And like I said, I don't know the answer to this question, like what kind of fans do I have, what kind of haters do I have, Um, we can go on and on and on about these things, making up different categories for different kinds of lovers and haters that I may have. Now, why am I making this video? It's because sometimes I think about that kind of stuff. And the reason why I think about that stuff is because I think about, like, can I cater to a key general what's the word, demographics, to a target audience. I talk about this and I think about it, and I don't know exactly, but I think for the most part, what I do, sometimes, at least sometimes, what I do is I try to focus on what do I want to put out there. But even that is not really the honest truth, because a lot of times what ends up happening is I just put out the rough draft of everything, whether we're talking about videos or articles or anything else. It's like I'm literally just like doing a first draft or a rough draft of the item, the content, the video, the article, whatever I'm doing, and I just put it out there. And it's like, it's not my best work a lot of times, and that bothers me a lot. But then if I really want to do something that's really, really good, it would probably take like forever to do, and I feel like I just don't have the time. So then I end up doing something terrible, and then I just post it. I just publish it, anything, everything. And I've done this a lot of times, so many times. And I do it because I just feel so in a hurry and so distracted and so like uncapable or unable to, or just like unavailable to really take the time to do one thing really, really well, really, really good. So then I end up doing nothing, or doing like a million things that are not really good, because I have this like false perception of who might be around me, good and bad, good people, bad people, people who like me, people who don't, and people like me and don't at the same time. A lot of times, whether they say it or not, it doesn't really matter, because it's like people like you, people don't like you, people like and dislike you at the same time, and you like and dislike yourself at the same time. It's always a love-hate relationship, and that is a sober concept. I don't think that's the right word. Concept. It's a sober thought. That's right. It's a sober thought. And depressing. But it's good to know. It's good to know. So, my resolution, or my conclusion to the question would be that I probably shouldn't really worry about the answers, even though I want to know. So it's like, if you want to let me know, that can help me. You know? What is this? What is that? What is that? What am I eating? So fat. Look at me. I'm so fat. Look at this. I don't like this. I don't like this. So I can't imagine anybody who likes the way that I look, unless if I can, hide my 5 o'clock shadow, whatever it's called. I don't like that. So maybe I can work it out, work it off, lose some weight, even though I'm not really overweight, not really, but in a way I am, but in a way I'm not really, but a few pounds maybe, but it's like it's difficult. One of the things that bothers me is that I feel like some people are just there for the surface level stuff, and that I'm just like a meme, good or bad, that they're just following the character of Oatmeal, the way that he looks, talks, acts, the crazy stuff he might say, stuff like that. Surface level, not deep level stuff. And that is disappointing in a way, because I feel like some people may not really understand what I'm trying to say, and a lot of things will just go over their head when I try to say stuff. But then again, I wouldn't necessarily blame you, even though I do, but I don't. But sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. So there's always like a love-hate relationship with the fans. It goes both ways. It's a two-way street. So it's difficult because it's just so hard to do everything and work on everything at the same time. But I think that I'm making a lot of progress, especially this year, and possibly more progress this year than in like a lot of other years combined. And then I do have some really good friends, some really good fans and friends, like the people of the memes world productions and Roy, Mr. Roy Merrick, who is part of the memes world productions and infocoms. And then there's the Simcast, and then there's all these different circles and people and groups connected to that that I'm part of on YouTube. Those people, I like those people, all those people that I talked about before. I like the Simpcast, and I like Friday Night Tights. I do like Friday Night Tights, and the Simpcast, and all those different people and channels and people connected to that on YouTube and Twitter and everywhere. And so it's like that is important to me. And then there's probably a bunch of other groups and people too that I feel connected to. And then it's a question of who's the closest to me, who's definitely in the top 10. I would imagine they are in my top 10, as far as I know, at least at the moment. And it's hard, but I think I'm making a lot of progress. And this question I thought was really interesting. I thought, I want to do a video about this. Maybe like a 1-minute video, but let's make it 20 minutes. What the hell? Why not? But I wanted to really flesh out that I'm pretty split in how I feel about my lovers, my haters, my fans, my foes, all these different combinations of people and bots. Don't forget the bots too. But it's like I've lived a long life, in a way, even though I'm not really that old, but I feel like I am. But I feel like I'm putting the groundwork for a lot of more stuff to be built on top of it. Like I want to, do a lot of stuff, but I gotta lay the foundation. Like I'm building the Joey Arnold building of content, the content house, the Oatmeal random content house, and it's all very important, but it takes a good foundation. If you have a foundation and no building, then what's the point? Like, it seems like it's a big waste to spend so much time working on a foundation for the videos and articles and memes and photos and websites and posts and the blog and the forums and the emails and the everything, everything, all the all the things, all the things, all the different things, and more. Like it's a waste of time. You would think, you would imagine, and I sort of feel like that sometimes. It's like if I never get around to actually building the building, then why am I bothering to build a foundation? And you might be wondering, what does that mean to build a foundation? It means like it's like a template. It's like a starting point with like trying to build a backstory to the character of Oatmeal, which is me in a sense, not totally, but basically the personification of my public persona, which is still pretty much me in a sense. The real me is what I do online, but in a way it's not, but it is to a large degree. The person who I am offline will often be a person who's very boring, and I do that on purpose, even though I don't really care. But like I could talk a lot in person. I could act crazy, but a lot of times I don't. But I think that's kind of smart because it's like, especially if you go to a random person in real life, offline, there's no need to like talk the person to death, talk their ears off and stuff, because they're kind of like stuck with you. It's better to be like, upload a video, and then if they want to see it, they can go click on it. But if you don't want to see it, and if you're bored, you can stop this video at any time, kind of thing. In real life, it's a little bit different. Usually, generally, I mean, sometimes there's some exceptions. Anyways, I really don't like the way that I look. Not happy about that. But I'm still like literally thinking about this question. This question that the video is about, like, what kind of fans do I have? What kind of lovers do I have? What kind of enemies do I have? I'm saying, like, what kinds, the different types, the different kinds, many, many different kinds and combinations therein. What kind of lovers do I have? What kind of haters do I have? What kind of family do I have? What kind of supporters do I have? What kind of destroyers do I have? What kind of trolls do I have? And so on and so forth. You get the point. And combinations therein. Because it's very possible that you can be a lover and a hater at the same time. A little bit of this and a little bit of that at the same time. At the same time. At the same time. combinations, variations at the same time. But regardless, it's like, what are you mostly? Like 51% of the time, what are you? More lover or more hater? That's more important too. And uh, I really want to know, and I have a lot of thoughts about all that and more. Like, I'm still thinking about that, but I still want to know, what are you, and what are the other people around me, people who are reading my blogs or watching my videos, or whatever. What are they? What do you think? How many people like me? How many people hate me? And so on and so forth. All of those questions. What do you think are the answers? What are the answers? And I really want to know. That's why I'm making this video. I may write some articles about it, maybe some blog posts, some social media posts and tweets. I might do that. I am very curious, and like I said, it's like this question, these questions are very, very important, and perhaps also not important, not important and very important at the same time. And I have a lot of thoughts about it, not just what I said today in this video, but I have a lot of other thoughts too, that I'm still thinking about. I'm thinking about this stuff and processing, and I want to try to tell you why it's important. This is all important and not important at the same time. It's everything and nothing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching another episode of Oatmeal Random.